What up, YouTube? Denny in Saigon. My name's Denny. I'm an American, but I live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Right now I'm on my motorbike and I'm driving across town. I got a bus coming up behind me. He's making a lot of noise. They like to push you around here. We're in a market area. There's not a lot of room. Just about wide enough for a bus. And he's back there beeping his horn, trying to get everybody to get out of his way. And you better get out of his way too. Believe me. Here's the market. One market out of many here in Saigon. Let's see, I'm gonna go around this guy. When in Rome. Yeah, it's a nice sunny day here. It's been hot. It's been brutally hot in Saigon, as always this time of year, and it's started the rainy season, so if I had crystal balls, they'd probably tell me it's going to rain today. Here's the church. I like this church. I'm not a Catholic or anything, but I like, I don't know. I like churches, and I know what cathedrals are for. I know about that. I do read a lot. I read about more than what I talk about, because really I'm not an expert in all fields, so I know a thing or two, but I'm maybe not qualified to talk about every subject, but I know anyways. It still is sad. It's real sad, you know, about the cathedral in France. Those pictures are, of course, pretty heavy and symbolic of our times, no doubt. Look at these kids here, waiting on the bus, I guess. Yeah, it's funny. Shepard Smith shut down his guests, and Fox News shut down their guests when they speculated it could be potential terrorism. There's such a clear double standard in the way they report, you know. An actual headline that I read yesterday said, potential mass murdering white supremacist arrested by the FBI. You know, if the guy is white, then it's going to be no problem speculating he's a mass murderer. But if he's Islamic, no. Let's give him an award. They do that, by the way. They actually do that. They give a lot of terrorists get awards. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, probably. You got to read a lot, you know. If you read a lot, you get to pick up little bits of information and stuff. You kind of get to form a big picture out of the details, how the world really works. Right along here. I hope it's not too windy. Yeah, I got sick from the heat the other day, Tuesday. It's brutal, man. I went into the classroom, and you know it's bad when they open the door. You feel heat coming out of there. You know, it's like when you go to clean out your shed on the 4th of July, you know, in Indiana. You open up the door for the first time in the summer, and it's for some shit. Used to get that job once a summer or something like that when I was a kid, cleaning out the shed. Indiana gets hot. It gets real cold in the winter, and then it gets brutally hot in the summer. Especially in the shed. There ain't no air flowing. You know you're in trouble when you see little girls sweating. They're sitting there and they got the fan on them and they're sweating. It's probably hot. Well, let me make this turn here. Just like America, I'm going to make a hard left. Hope it doesn't kill me. Yeah, it didn't kill me. Yeah, so they're going to come out with a Mueller report, you know, here tonight. It's going to be tonight for me, because I'm living in the future in Saigon. My home is 12 hours in the past, so it's Wednesday night. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen when they release the Mueller report. It's not hard to see. No matter what the Mueller report says, and one thing's for sure, it'll be easy to see that there was a coup. You'll be able to see that entire picture. But the Dem-Dems will ignore all of that. The Dem-Dem media will ignore that completely, just like they ignore every crime Hillary's ever committed. You know, she smashed Blackberries and the elitist, you know, hard drives, and they don't talk about that ever. And they ain't going to talk about any of this. They have their own clown world going on, and they don't see what they don't want to see. So they're going to cook up some, you know, another conspiracy narrative. It's going to be another narrative about how Trump now working with Barr. He's working for Barr. Or Barr's working for Trump. Or Barr's working for Trump and Trump's working for Putin. And it's just, they're never going to let go. See, they're never going to, it doesn't really matter what it says. The mainstream media will go on pretending that it says what they wanted it to say. And you know that, because that's the world that we live in. And Trump, he doesn't have any, you know, it's not like he has a party back in him. He doesn't have a party. Trump was elected, you know, in spite of the Republican Party, not because of it. And they are not going to help him in any way. There may be a couple of them who are trying to, you know, enforce the law. Don't expect much. Clown world will continue even after the Mueller report, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. I listen to the pundits and the talking heads on the news, and I listen to everybody. And I guess I agree with Tom Fitton of Judicial Watch. You know, he's a real bright guy, Tom Fitton, and he's on the money. He's everything he says is legit, and he's kind of also, you know, he knows there are going to be indictments probably, and there probably be trials and stuff, but at the end of the day, if anyone on the left goes to jail, you know, you got to hope for the best, but you can expect the worst. Okay, you can expect the worst. You can expect that no one on the left, nobody will go to jail. If you don't think so, then ask yourself, how come Manafort, you know, is sitting in solitary for all this time, and Greg Craig didn't even get a perp walk. He's not going to get one either. You know, nobody on the left will get a perp walk. Nobody on the left will go to jail. In my opinion, we'll see what happens. But America is a system, you know, 2 tiers of justice at least. And it seems to always be the case. It's always the case, okay? All across the country, from sea to shining sea. There's been a lot of cases back in my home that's been kind of freaking me out a little bit. There was a prosecutor. He was busted for beating up his wife and kidnapping her, confining her. You know, and he got 90 days suspended, basically, in probation. I think is what he got. Probation. No jail time, basically. They said, well, that's common for the first offense. Yeah, well, maybe. It just depends. just depends on who you are. Okay. Depends on who you are and where you are. Might be like rolling the dice. That's probably what they ought to do, is have a big hat and you just reach in there and pick out a punishment, you know, for your crimes in the USA. That's pretty much what it is. The Charlottesville guy, you know, the white supremacist who killed the girl, he got 435 years for his hate crime, you know, and I don't think that was even intentional to kill that girl, but there was another white supremacist who killed his 2 roommates, and he got 5 years. He got 5 years in prison for killing his 2 roommates. Premeditated murder. And he got 5 years. That's how they operate in the West, okay? You might get 5 years. You might get probation. You might get 435 years. It's a clown world. It's a clown world. That's why I like living in Saigon. It's less clownish here. I like to live in reality. I read an article, and the article said illegal immigrants are likely to do better in sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities have set up processes and set up a system to take them in and to help them to assimilate. So they'll likely do better, and therefore Trump's a racist if he sends them there. That's the conclusion. That was it. I mean, that's logic for you. That's sound reasoning. That's good reasoning right there. That proves you can think. That proves that you're grounded in reality and you can think straight. A lot of people don't know Obama did the same thing. Obama always, he sent the immigrants into your home, into the red states, into the red counties, where they can negate your vote, okay? These people know that they cannot negate your vote if they send them into sanctuary cities. They can go into, you know, San Francisco and vote all they want. It's not going to do any good. It's not going to help the Democrats a bit. San Francisco already votes all straight Dem all the time. So they want them in your home, not theirs. Like Cory Booker said, you know, they'll make the place less safe. Right? Oh, no, wait. They commit less crimes. They don't know what world they're, you know, what planet they're on. I know what world they're in. They're in clown world, but bizarro world. It's like quantum bizarro world where there's 2 states of reality at once. Stop and get a smoothie and a happy life. I'll wait till I get to Bowie Van. Anyways, my name's Denny, and thanks for watching my video. I hope wherever you are, you have a nice day.